The AI agents are coming. The AI agents are coming. It feels a little like Paul Revere riding on horseback through the countryside in 1775, warning everyone that something big is about to arrive. Except this time, it's not redcoats, it's algorithms. And I sometimes wonder if everyone listening even knows who Paul Revere was, so maybe I've already missed the mark with that analogy. But either way, something big is happening. Over the past year, AI has quietly crossed a line. It's no longer just answering questions with tools like ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini. It's now taking action, booking meetings, approving transactions, analyzing data, and triggering workflows. AI agents can pursue goals, pull data, use tools, evaluate results, and keep working until the job is done. They behave less like software and more like digital coworkers. If you lead a marketing team, for example, you won't just manage people anymore, you'll manage AI agents as well. They'll start by performing repetitive tasks, but over time they'll take on more complex work, and this will change how every organization operates. The first thing to note is that now, more than ever, your organization's data matters. AI doesn't make bad data better, it just makes it faster. That's why companies must invest in things like data structure and semantics before allowing AI to make decisions. AI agents don't understand your business on their own. They trust whatever data you give them. If it's messy, incomplete, or mislabeled, they will produce confident but wrong answers and act on them. That's why the role of data specialists are becoming more important, not less. Their job is to make sure data has meaning, structure, and reliability. Sounds like a great career choice to me. Bad data used by humans causes bad decisions. Bad data used by AI causes bad decisions at machine speed. Answering questions like, how did sales do yesterday? Or which customers are at risk? That's powerful, but only if the data is clean. And that's why sandboxes matter. An AI sandbox is a safe place to experiment with models, data, and agents without touching live systems or customer data. Think of it as a test kitchen for AI. You wouldn't test out a new and elaborate recipe on an important date, would you? You can try tools, connect them to sample data, run workflows, and see what breaks. Without risking money or trust, AI doesn't just write text. It can send emails, move money, and update records. You wouldn't let a new hire run payroll on day one, and AI should be treated the same way. Large companies are already building these safe environments before deploying AI into production. But what about small and mid-sized companies without formal AI labs? Well, they can still use sandboxes in practice. They can test in cloud environments, run pilots with one team, work with anonymized or test data, or try tools on a very limited scale before rolling them out. And keep in mind, more than likely, employees are already experimenting on their own, using chatbots, spreadsheets, design tools, and copilots. Curiosity is a good thing, and you don't want to discourage it. The risk isn't experimentation. The real risk is letting unapproved AI tools touch company data without oversight. Don't block AI, but be sure to create clear and practical rules for what gets adopted and what touches real data. Let people explore, but be deliberate about what becomes real. So here's an important breakthrough. It's called MCP, the Model Context Protocol. It allows AI tools to securely talk to business systems like CRMs, finance platforms, and databases. That means instead of logging into software and clicking around, you can interact with your data by using natural language with an AI tool like ChatGPT or Gemini. You can ask to see stalled deals or update an account or draft follow-up emails. Users interact using natural language, and the AI handles the system behind the scenes. The CRM doesn't disappear, but the interface changes since now it's through an AI tool. but some companies are building with AI at their core. These are native AI companies. They still test in private, but then release features gradually to small groups before rolling them out widely. The sandbox is built into how they operate. They try things safely before making them real. So what about my job? Am I going to lose it to AI? Well, that all depends, but yes, some jobs will be automated or taken over by machines. But the real competition isn't AI. It's other workers who know how to use AI better than you. The future belongs to people who learn about AI and can lead digital labor. So, what about choosing the right tool? First off, don't chase every shiny AI tool. Have a plan to evaluate whether it's well-backed or funded, is secure, stable, integrated, supported, and aligned with your data. Does it have any customers? What are the communication mechanisms and response times for customer support? And remember, generally speaking, fewer platforms are easier to manage and safer to operate for IT. So don't let your data landscape be a sprawling one. Some wise things to consider when adopting AI. First, consider repetitive tasks and automate them. Second, use AI to ideate, create storyboards, or entirely new creative assets. Use it to enhance and augment creativity, not necessarily replace. And third, keep employee promotions, conflict resolution, trust, and empathy in human hands. So what does all this mean? And it means making sure your data is solid. It means creating safe places to experiment. It means having clear rules for what gets adopted. And it means learning how to work alongside AI. There's something deeper about this moment that's worth acknowledging. Most of us built our careers in a world before AI was part of everyday conversation. We learned how to work through offices, hierarchies, software screens, meetings, reporting lines, and career ladders. Those experiences shaped how we think about professionalism, trust, and success. Now, a new generation is growing up in a very different environment, one where intelligent systems are as natural as email or search once were for us. They will speak to machines the way we speak to colleagues, and they will collaborate across borders through tools that feel more immersive, fluid, and immediate than anything we've known. We often ask whether something is being lost, whether empathy, relationships, or human connection might fade when so much is mediated by technology. But it's just as possible that new forms of connection, understanding, and collaboration will emerge, ones that feel just as real and meaningful to them as face-to-face meetings once felt to us. Some of the ways we learn to work, the meetings, the interfaces, the workflows, even the way we think about global communication, will almost certainly look very different. And while much of our experience will still matter, it won't all translate in the same way. That's not something to fear. It's something to stay curious about, because we don't yet know how growing up in an AI native world will shape humanity. And it may end up expanding what it means to be human in ways we can't yet imagine. And maybe this is where we come back to Paul Revere. Whether you know his story or not, the message was simple. Something big was coming, and you needed to be aware of it. AI is something really big, and it's already here. The question now isn't whether the AI agents are coming, it's how ready you are.